Hi everyone, this is a video that I think at this moment of time with the lockdowns and people not having much to do at home, I think is serves this time at the moment. This is my some of the collection of my fidget spinners. That sometimes when you're sitting and you're stressed, you just use them and just to keep yourself a little bit occupied, and is rather enjoyable as well. So if you guys remember these fidget spinners that they came some years ago, and it was a hit at that moment of time, they came more in these formats that it was black and some other colors that was possible, and then some of them they were cheap, some of them they were not really cheap and fancy and expensive, something like this one. That this one is, as you see, is very quiet and very colorful, but is very heavy. And this one was one of the expensive one as well. It's bronze, and it has the ceramic ball bearings in there. And some people, they were very excited about the timing that they spin, but I really didn't mind about the timing. It was just the enjoyment of your hands or being a little bit occupied. And some of them, like this one, you can screw off some of these, and even most of them, and make a normal spinner, like three ways tri spinners, and this is six pointed spinner, and it's really quiet. But this one is rather heavy as well. Is the same into the same theme as this one in terms of color and so on and heaviness. And then some of them, they came with the LED inside, and if you just knock them and then turn them, it just shows you a pattern. And three of them, they have LED in there, and then the battery is going to deplete, and then you're faced with something that is just a simple fidget spinner. On the other side is just like so, on the other side it just has the LEDs that when you turn it, it's going to play some sort of patterns. And it's really good, some of them. I sometimes miss them because at the moment that they came around, it was really the hype was so bad that everyone should buy the new one, the latest one that it comes to the market. This one, for instance, it came with some of these pushed inside here, and these, because of the weight and the noise that it was making, I took them out, and somehow it just makes it more versatile. You can put your finger in there and turn them around, and is not very heavy to carry around. Most of these, they are really good one, the desired one in the market. For instance, this one is one of the lightest that I have, that I modified it. It had some sort of brass intake in there, in these three, that was making it a little bit more heavy, but the edge of it was a little bit rough, so I put this band over it with the aid of these elastic bands, and then made it very light and very durable, and carry it around. And again, I like this motion of, just you can fidget with this in another way, and that is like, just put your finger in there and turn it around your finger. And this one was good as well, but they came after these first one. They came with a chrome look, and it has this one has a chrome center as well. I show you the other one that I have, that I took these because I'm not using these as much, and it has some sort of torque when you are turning it very hard. When you're turning it, you feel the torque, and it's going to turn forever, some of them. But I just want to fidget with them, just turn them, flick them, whichever that I can. And then they came with in this chrome, and later they added a little bit of LED there, that it makes some sort of interval patterning. And if you just turn it around, you can see that the pattern is changing all the time, and it's really fun. But you see, this is some sort of, having extra fun, because it's just making something like, 20 different patterns with just these LEDs that is there. And it has a switch. This one is good. It has a switch, and you can take this out and change the battery and so on. So it's really good item, but it's all plastic, and and then the other ones, for instance, this one that is really nice. It had some sort of balls in there, metal balls in there, that when you turned it, it was making clicking and clanking noises, and it was really heavy as well. So I took them out, and now I am just using it like this. And this one is all aluminium and is not plastic, and the center is ceramic as well. And then one of the best ones that it came around, it was this one is aluminium as well, and it had roll bearings in there as well. I took them out because it's making it less heavier, but still it's really good to turn. The roll bearing in the center is the ceramic ones. I don't go to the detail, but this is mainly for these times that we are staying at home, and sometimes we need something to fidget with. And then the other one, that again you can turn this, unscrew this, and use it in any combination, 3, 6, or 2 widget, two-sided widget spinners. It's really good. It's this one is aluminium as well, but it feels good when you are playing with it. And then it came later on these circle ones, that it was so good, so durable, and the time of the turning was so long that everyone was amazed with these. And I had in my oldest videos, I have different videos about all of these, but this is a nostalgic video that I'm playing now. I'm recording now, just to think about what fun we had with these fidget spinners. But on that time, all of us, we had other funs as well. But this one, at this moment of time, the fidget spinner serves another purpose, that is going to somehow keep us busy at home and just play around with these and kill time. Sometimes that is really hard. And then one of the good ones, and not very heavy ones, is one of my final purchases about these fidget spinners was this one, that it has the ceramic roll bearing in the center, and it's really light, and but the edges are a little bit hard and harsh on your finger. But if you are doing it really hard with your middle finger, sometimes it's going to hurt you, but otherwise it's really good, this one. And then this is another spinner, and if you see all of these ball bearings that is in the center, this one was the same. It was 6 of them in there, 6 on each, and this one has 2 on each. And as you see, when you are playing with this, when you're turning it, it's just making noises that I am not very fond of making noises, especially when other people are around. Somehow it's getting a little bit annoying. And this one was another one that it came originally with ceramic bearings, and somehow later on I made some of my own. This is made from a laptop hard drive. The bearing, everything is from the hard drive, and these are the discs in the hard drive. And I just made this one, and these are the sandpaper pads that you can turn them around with this sandpaper. And as you see, it's really quiet, and I just made this myself. I got a little bit artistic, and I made some of my own. And this one, all of them, they are super glued in the center first, sanded there, and then super glued these. And these are another bearings that I put as a center grip. And as you see, it's not really bad. This is a spinner with all the bearings inside. And then I made another one to make it a little bit more versatile and less noisy and quieter. And as you see, it's not making much of the noise when you are turning this. And then you have the same ability to just fidget with it in this way as well. And then the final one was this two-sided spinner. And some of it, I changed the central bearings with a ceramic ones, and some of them, they are not so ceramic. And then I made a small one that I'm gonna go and get it and come back. This one is the central center bearings are ceramic, and these are magnets, and these are the balls that some of it was inside these these other trial spinners. And I just made this so very small and simple, just to turn them around. But because it's magnets, sometimes they are moving from the place that they should be, so I cut a place there, so that if they move and they get out of balance, you have to position them there on that line that I made it with a Dremel cut. And this is the smallest that I have, with the ceramic central ball bearings. And as you see, it's very small in comparison to these. And later on I progressed to the ring spinners. So I looked everywhere to find these that you can fit around your fingers, and then you can just flick around and spin them like so. And some of them, later on, I come across this one that is like a ring finger, but is there, you can take it off, and then turn them around like so. But and these plastics around is from e-cigarettes protector, glass protector, that I put it in there. So I haven't used these. They are not very fluid when they are turning, but this one is a little bit better, as you see. So this was a video about my collection, some of my collection of fidget spinners, just to pass the time when we are sitting at home in these lockdown situations that they are coming left and right and center, so something just to keep you busy. I hope you like this video and find it useful somehow, and also enjoy this video. Anyhow, thanks for your watching, and until my next video, take care of yourself and each other, and as always, have a great time and stay safe.